Hi, I'm Game Guy. It's time for more Let's Play Yoshi's Island, the No Score Challenge. We're gonna go to Marching Milde's fort. I've never been 100% sure if it's mild or something else. I mean, I'm not even sure what else it could be. I didn't think that Chomp would be so close. Whoopsie. Well, that just interrupted my thought. Also, we're outside instead of in a castle. That's bizarre. This part. Oh boy. You know what's gonna happen. It's gonna flash on screen for a very brief moment. So this guy is like rubber banded slightly. You kind of want to take this relatively slowly, because there's various collectibles that are surprisingly in the way. And not particularly easy to dodge without land. So this might take some doing. just maybe. It might. I really like these Shy Guys in the background. It's a nice touch. I don't know what is up with the guy flashing on screen briefly. I've never seen that before. It must be like an emulator thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. Eventually I'm going to start cutting because we're doing the same part over and over here. At least I know when he spawns based on the fact that he just kind of appears. Very, very subtly. I suppose something else you could do is you could probably jump behind him and let him despawn, but that takes way too long to do, effectively. This part right here is a problem. You want to go particularly slow, because you kind of have to drop into that pit down there. Otherwise, you ain't gonna make it. I guess I didn't need to cut after all. Sorry, guy! Go see a dentist. In the underworld, I guess. it's a place you go, obviously. Underworld dentistry is serious business. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the Mario verse, so it's the Underwhere. My bad, that's even more silly. Underwhere dentistry. Alright, well, we just had a middle ring. Obviously, we're gonna use this next one. No, the gimmick of this level is, not only do you have to take a nice, fun time getting into the castle itself is like a series of a bunch of different rooms. It's kinda crazy. I missed that entirely. These blue arrow wheels, by the way, in case you don't know, they spin a little bit slower, but also, if you wait long enough, you see, it disappeared. It's gone now. Blue arrow wheels are stinky. No one even, not a single person even. Let's get rid of that number. There's like nothing over there. I mean, like, just the world just kind of ends. You can see the level boundaries. Immersion ruined. Okay. This part's not particularly scary because I think there's only like the one red coin and then that flower there. I have accidentally collected the flower in the past, so it's not a thing you want to do, but that is the first room. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this room as well. Obviously, your goal here is to collect 4 keys to move on, in case that's not obvious. This is the lava room. Lava room is actually kind of tricky in one part. There is like a few red coins here that are a bit obnoxious to get around. This level, I almost feel, is like almost intentionally designed to be annoying for the low score challenge. I mean, I'm sorry, no score challenge. I got my gimmicks wrong. I'm sorry. I've failed all of you. Every single last one of you has been failed. I have ruined everything. The fact of the matter is, I mean, I guess both challenges are one and the same here anyway, considering this level's 0 anyway. These guys are silly because they can one-shot you with their spit. It's a thing. A thing that exists. I mean, they are spitting lava at you, so it's like, you know, it might be considered bad, maybe. I'm gonna go ahead and use up these keys real quick. Because obviously there's like a sequence of 4 locked doors here. There's also another middle ring in here, if you want it. I'm probably not gonna need it, but, you know. Yeah, obviously there's more locked doors to be found. Where could they be? Honestly, I have no idea. Mildes are fun. You just step on them, and they blow up and knock other dudes away. They're one of those weird enemies that is exclusive to this game and just never showed up ever again. I don't think they even showed up in later Yoshi games. I don't know about New Island because, well, it's New Island. But, I don't remember them being there. Who knows? Maybe they are. I don't actually know. I never finished that game, actually. Like, I pretty much got to, like, World 2 and then just lost interest. It's one of those rare games I actually lost interest in and did not even feel like finishing. Like, most of the games I've lost interest in, I've at least bothered to finish. That one is just like, nah, no, I think I've seen all I need to see. So you know. It's unfortunate too, because like, I was pretty hyped for New Island when they announced it. Like, I could get past the look of the game, because the look of the game was never the problem. But, you know, this is just the random part of the video where I talk about New Island for no reason. I'm sure everybody was waiting for my discussion on this. Right now, here in this exact point in the video, I'm sure this is exactly what you wanted to hear me talk about. I mean, I'm sure some people probably did, because, like, I know some people have wanted me to LP the game, and it's sort of like, eh. Because I actually, you might remember the teaser video I put up for this particular LP. Originally, it was intended to be like a fake out of like me LPing Yoshi's New Island instead of this. But that obviously never happened, because it's sort of like, why even bother, you know? Obviously, I'm not going to LP it. Why anger people that, you know, actually would want to see me suffer? I don't know. It's not even something I can low score or anything either, because it's just the way the scoring system works. It's kind of weird. Anyway, watch out for Red Coin McGee over here. You need this key, however. That's why I bothered to go this way. By the way, if I may talk about this game for a moment, you know, it's something I could do. This was just the room of talking about Yoshi's New Island, and now that that challenge has been complete, let us move on with our lives to something different, I guess. I don't know. This is the room with the spike helmet enemies that exist. These guys don't show up a lot. Whoa! I really should have seen that coming. Those platforms just kind of spin on a timer. Dang it, now I gotta go through the Yoshi's New Island room again. You know what, for the heck of it, let's just grab this middle ring. Actually have a legitimate use for it, you know? Instead of just saving it for the end like some sort of dummy. That way I don't have to do that room again. Heck yeah! Let's actually try this room, but for real, instead of, you know, being silly and not anticipating the platform spin. Because, you know, they do it all the time. The ones that don't spin automatically, by the way, like, just kind of spin based on your weight. So, like, standing on them makes them spin. Which means, you know, you'll probably die. Down here, you can find the collectibles of the room. Obviously, I do not want those things. I need to ride the blue arrow wheel to victory. Victory is up here, and then down here, and then into one of these doors. Doesn't matter which door you go in, both of the doors lead to victory. And by victory, I mean the same room. You know, it's one of those things. That was a key, by the way. See, now I have 2 keys. It's hard to tell when I'm standing on platforms that just consolidate my eggs for some reason. That's always annoying, because it's like, I'm not even really sure why the game does that, to be fair, because it's sort of like, why would you do that? Why'd you make it hard to tell how many eggs I have? It's weird. It's weird! Anyway, We're going through the last 2 doors now. This is where the last red coin of the level is, in case you're one of those 100%ers that's driving yourself batty trying to figure out where the last one is. Because I'm sure there are people that do that, right? Probably. And then after all that, the boss of this level is, of course, Mr. Marching Mild himself. Oh, Marching Mild will pound you to bits. How many bits? 3? 7? It could just be any number, probably. Even 56. Sadly, Marching Mild here is not particularly difficult. You just kind of pound him into many little bits. That's all you do, man. It's all you do. You gotta ground pound him in order to do the deed. Otherwise, you just kind of bounce on him endlessly. And then all the little milds are all that's left. It's all that's left. You just eat them. You just eat them. Because you don't need to do anything else. Nothing else. Not a single thing in the world. Oh man, the boss has been reduced to 1 dude. I wonder, how will I time this? It's a 0. You just swallow him at 0. That's all you do. Baby Mario's posing. Yoshi doesn't have time for that. Yoshi doesn't have time for poses. That's stupid. Gosh. Yeah, like that. I'm gonna do the next level anyway, but that level is kind of a video on its own, almost. Ah, yes. Chomp Rock Zone. It's the zone with the Chomp Rock. The zone with the Chomp Rock. The zone that includes a Chomp Rock. I actually don't need this Chomp Rock, but it's pretty helpful and fun to just kind of move it through the level anyway. It just mows down all the dudes. All of the dudes in the world have been mowed down. Like some sort of zombie lawnmower. I don't know why it's specifically a zombie, but I don't know, it seemed like the thing to do. I believe you can get a 1-up if you do this. Maybe? Yeah. 1-ups are cool and I need them, especially since resetting the game gets rid of them. It's just a fun time in 1-uplessville. Sadly, the Chomp Rock does not give you the same sort of luxury, and sometimes will just bowl you straight into dudes. By the way, this Chomp Rock is actually unique in the sense that, it does not despawn if you go off screen. I think this is the only time where this ever actually happens. So, you know, just one of those unique little things that exists in the world. Oh, this looks, potentially fun. Yeah, I'm not... I assume you could probably just ground pound through there and it'd be no problem, but getting the Chomp Rock out of here is gonna be an ordeal. Not really, but I can pretend it's gonna be an ordeal. That's the funnest part. Aw, yeah. Middle rings don't save the Chomp Rock position. Actually, it might. It might do. I'm not actually 100% sure on that, but I'm not about to die to test it out, so... You're gonna have to figure that out on your own, kids! Just murder yourself after you've passed the checkpoint, and everything will be revealed. Is anything up there? Just collectibles? Talk about lamitude to the maximum. Man, now I have to push this thing over to the left so I can push it to the right. Gosh darn it. And such. So this is a neat little puzzle, actually. You need to ground pound these pegs in a specific way so that you got a nice flat surface to roll over, because otherwise your Chomp Rock's gonna get stuck. And that's just not a good time. It's just not, alright? It is not a good time when your Chomp Rock just doesn't make it to where you are destined to go. It's a sad day. It's a sad day. You need to go through here to get 100%. Obviously, that's not why I'm here, but... Hey, man, you know, sometimes you just gotta go in all of the cool directions. Sometimes the Chomp Rock just kind of gets stuck here, and it's annoying a little bit, but you just need to finagle things in the correct ways. This cloud, by the way, has a flower in it, so just don't hit it. It's not a good time. It's just not. I could not eat that flower petal, and I am the saddest dinosaur in the universe as a result. Just the saddest of all time. All times. The all-time sadness ratio is through the roof. There's a bonus room here. You can do it if you want. I'm not gonna, because it's stupid. It's dumb. It's dumb and stupid, and there's the goal. The goal was in our hearts all along. This level, I guess, takes place in some sort of artery within the left side of your chest, I guess. I don't know, man. It's... The innards of us all are kind of gross, but that's not the point. It's not the point at all. The point is we beat the level. Yeah, we did it. We beat the thing with the 0. Hooray! And next time, oh man, a fish. I'll see you later and goodbye.